YouTube as well. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a nice start to the week. Let me make sure we are actually live over on the YouTubes. We are. Time to let people know too. I'm seeing we got Rich Buddy. We've got Getty over on YouTube. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, I'm going to share a link. Come on over to Playback. Hang out there as well. Here we go, dropping that link. There we go. Should have done that ahead of time, but alas, here we are. What do we got? See Maddie Harrison, Veronica, JJL, the Common Man, Matic Otto, Getty, Cobra Jacket, Boston Base looking for food. And we've got visitors too. If you're a visitor, your first time here at the Team Hold channel, do me a favor, join the room. Listen, I just would like to say sincere thanks. A sincere thank you to the court system, to Top Shot, to Dapper Labs, and then also to Darren Ravel, and then to Roham, to Dumbo, to Connecting and Collecting, because I do think without all of the hard work, Veerman, MBL, that you put in yesterday, we wouldn't have anything to talk about today. I was really struggling. I was like, I don't really want to talk about the Cavs vacancy job. I don't really want to talk about JJ Redick to the Lakers. I don't want to talk about Stephen A. Smith. But then the court system rose up from the ashes and gave us this gift. Who do we have? Also, I see I'll settle for 1 million and 3 million Bruce Brown moments. That's pretty good. JJL wants 4 million moments. Listen, and you deserve them. You deserve them. So what I figure we could do today, for those that missed it, we can just kind of go over the chaos and then just kind of talk, just in general, what all this means. So I'll share the first thing I saw, and I'm embarrassed to say, you know who broke the news for me? AG. That's actually not true. Somebody else sent me his tweet of him breaking the news, but I hadn't seen it. But let's share screen here and we'll take a look what's going on. Where was this article? Dapper Labs reaches a $4 million settlement in NBA Top Shot NFT lawsuit. So this is just going to kind of give us the nuts and bolts of it. I think the Darren Ravel, who I actually am not really a fan of, but it is at least there's some really, really funny comments. Also, we got a bunch of people. We got a bunch of people over in the YouTube chats. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, seriously, come on over to Playback. Just drop the link in the chat. Come on over here to Playback just so we can boost those numbers. Join the room. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Also, Boston Base letting us know too. The feds dropped their suit, but they could pick it up again at any point. Unlikely, but you never know. This is the civil suit that settled. So there you have it. The company behind NBA Top Shot and other prominent on-chain collectibles. Now, when they said prominent on-chain collectibles, are they talking about Disney Pinnacle, right? Are they talking about what's another Seussibles? What are the other ones that they are they talking about? Drivers, ballers? Like which ones are they talking about? As part of the settlement, Dapper will pay out $4 million to the suit's plaintiffs. Roham. Those funds include monetary relief for the plaintiffs' claims and will also cover legal fees. In return, if the settlement is approved, the plaintiffs will forfeit any future right to claim that Top Shot NFTs or securities. So, basically, what ended up happening is they I'll share you some of Roham's tweets too before we read the Ravel article. Is they went out there and they said, "Listen, you can't call it a security anymore. Okay, we paid $4 million. You're no longer allowed to call it a security." Wait, Stan used to write for Decrypt. I'm actually less surprised as for Decrypt, but more surprised that you can write. I am surprised by that, Stan. But yeah, so now we can't call it a settlement. It provides legal clarity and frees up the Dapper Labs team to focus on its core mission, delivering unparalleled experience for its core users. So there you go. Late last February, federal judge ruled in a major setback for Dapper that the lawsuit could proceed. And so it's funny seeing everybody's responses after. I don't know how people feel. Maybe this is just like noise for a lot of you, something to laugh at a little bit. But this just kind of went out there and said, the LaMelo Ball guys, we have so many, we have chats in YouTube and on Playback. we got a LaMelo Ball NFT. Rich Buddy was saying it. LaMelo Ball, San Francisco City Legends is over there. We get some VV love. Guys, do me a favor, please come. I know I keep dropping the link over there. Come on over to Playback. I want to make sure I get all your chats in. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I think moving. Yeah, thanks to the settlement, we are out of beta. Let's go. Actually, let me pull up Roham's tweet next. We can look at that. And good thing he pays for that blue check. Which I'm not making fun of because I have to do that too, so I can DM people. But my favorite thing about this is just how long it was. There was a part of me that was like, there was a part of me that wondered, hey, did ChatGPT do this? So here we go. Great news. We, Dapper Labs, today announced a legal resolution that reaffirms two of our most important positions. After discovery, it was understood and agreed that Flow blockchain is decentralized public network and that digital collectibles like the Toppy Shotties are not securities in the same way trading cards are not securities. These were the main allegations we wanted to prove, and continuing to litigate would have been a distraction from our core mission. The settlement also involves Dapper Labs reaffirming its commitment to the decentralization of Flow, as well as confirming the full transfer of all Flow coins as part of the ecosystem development to reserve the Flow Foundation. So now I need to know does this mean truck load of Flow? Say it with me, truck load of Flow. I don't care if you're in the office. Truck load of Flow. 2 years later, are we about to get that sweet, sweet Flow money? So here we go. Let's keep going. Dapper Labs does, and will continue to be a major holder of the Flow dollar and a major builder in the Flow ecosystem. The future of our products is fully open and composable, letting owners do anything they want with their assets and letting developers build new and innovative experience without traditional limits. This includes working alongside the existing third-party platforms we all know and love. We all know them and we all love them. Fan Craze, Air Sports Pro, Own the Moment, and Floaty. Now, here's where my antenna went up, okay? The fact that they included AI Sports Pro makes me nervous because how many people are using AI Sports Pro? I just that felt like it was we were stretching to make sure we included everything. Now I don't know, maybe you guys are out there banging away on the AI Sports Pro. But that made me laugh that they included it. Today's resolution, back to Roham, lets us stay focused on what matters, building great experiences for our fans. Hashtag future fandom. On this front, we have the best team we've ever had, and we are firing on all cylinders. Our newest game, Fast Break, Break Fast, is now available for both NBA and the W on all platforms. Play every day and win awesome prizes. Fire emoji. The NBA Top Shot mobile marketplace is available in-app and almost ready for prime time. I think it's the slickest, most mainstream ready peer-to-peer marketplace in the space. Muscles. Disney Pinnacle just ran its app trading event powered by Evaluate XYZ, and it is one of the most exciting grassroots events we've seen in Web3. And to quote Mickey Mouse, oh boy, stay tuned for what's next. Leading up to the Flow crescendo, which I like to call a climax, network upgrade this July, I expect Dapper will roll out account linking to everyone by default. Ooh, finally. I feel like we've been talking about account linking for 3 years, letting users easily go from their custodial Dapper wallets, which keeps them safe and allows them for easy onboarding, into the non-custodial wallet world. In this new world, developers can build anything they want permissionlessly, whilst users can still benefit from the security and ease of custodial account. We're almost done, I promise, with the Roham. We believe this pattern will be the future of how consumer crypto apps will be built. Easy onboarding without sacrificing true ownership, openness, or composability, or access to value creation and earning opportunities only possible in the non-custodial world. Beyond our win today, the future of our industry and open digital system relies on effective communication with policymakers and regulators. Now, communication, that's something they know fuck about. Dapper Labs will continue to engage at all levels to help ensure sensible approaches to this new technology, which ultimately is much better for both consumers and creators because of its openness, transparency, and auditability. We encourage everyone who cares about the future of the internet to stand with crypto. There we go. That, and then of course, a lot of great replies from everybody. So that is when office hours. I agree. When is it? When do we get the text AMA? That's what I'm looking for. Also pulled funding for OTM hoops for the playoffs. Oh, I didn't know that, Stan. Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. No news for Galassos? No, I think Galassos is all dead and gone, in the words of Justin Timberlake, right? I'm pretty sure that's true. Um, so there we go. That was Roham's response. I saw our friend Dumbo had a response as well. Where is it? El Dumbo Top Shot, right? Is that it? There we go. Our guy Luke said saw a lot of uncertainty around the news and today in the NBA Top Shot community, but Roham clears it up well in this post. Huge positive step. And then I think there's somebody we should look up to. Drew Austin, who's never said anything dumb in his life, friend of the show. And then he, sorry, had to retweet a bunch of stuff. Where is it? Oh God, he had a great, yes. So he quote tweeted this from fucking 2 years ago now. LOL, all Top Shot crybabies should be disqualified for the flow jobs. That's what I would do. Fuck them whiny haters. They're just going to complain it wasn't enough anyways. Which is funny about that is he's a Trumper. And then the other, like Steve Intangible, he said digital collectibles like NBA Top Shot are not securities in the same way. It's unfortunate that it costs $4 million to reaffirm something that's obvious from day one. So I guess like my kind of takeaway from this, it probably is like good long term. Like, you know, they needed to get this cleared out at some point, right? Or cleared up at some point. I think or like maybe it's not that big of a deal, I guess is what my real takeaway would be. The problem I think they run into is, can anybody remember the last time they got any like good news? You know what I mean? I don't think they've had good news in a while. And when all of the press that continues to come out is just like thing after thing after thing, it just reminds people of you know what's going on, like because I mean, think about the last time that you've heard stuff about, I mean, maybe that's not true. Maybe people are like, what about the Caitlin Clark moment? And like, yeah, that stuff is definitely cool, but bigger dapper wide things, mostly we just hear every time they do layoffs every 4 or 5 months, right? That's usually the news that we get. And yeah, Boston Base in the chat says only positive Top Shot developments are from the community members. So when the shit continues to get piled on, it gets exasperated a little bit. Let's go look at Darren Ravel, who again I really don't like, but there are some pretty funny quotes in here from this. So this again kind of, according to a filing in New York District Court on Monday, the plaintiffs revealed they were paid an aggregate settlement of $4 million. $4 million, that's pretty good. I wanted to find some fun quotes though. So here we go. From February through June of 2021, Top Shot did an astounding $656 million in sales, according to the tracking site CryptoSlam. Incredible 5-month surge led to an investment Dapper that topped out $7.6 billion. And 32 months since the close round, Top Shot has done $442 million in sales. That is kind of nuts, right? From February to June, 656 and then in the 32 months since then, 442. That's kind of wild. Also, hey Veronica, that is kind of wild. And I mean, whatever. It's a sign of the times that we were at. You know, but it just to see the numbers in the flesh is a little. It's just a little wild. Does Dapper's Golden Child have a chance? Insiders certainly say they do. They cite numbers such as 78% increase in weekly 1,000 spenders from Q4 of 2023 to Q1 of 2024. And they also hang their hat on that one-of-one sale from Beniyama. I would be interested to know because like I think what could be helpful for a number like that is like, what were the pack drops that happened from Q4, the end of Q4 of 2023 to Q1 of 2024? Like, was that like around a big Lego drop, which would have people spending over like 1K, you know? But I don't know, something to think about. That optimism aside, Top Shot finished May with 1.9 million in total sales through its site, its lowest sales month since December 2020. At the height, Top Shot pulled in more revenue in a day. Again, I think it's hard to compare it to like that moment in time, but for it to be lowest since December 2020 is pretty wild. And then we got MBL in here. Mike Levy not only loved Top Shot initially, but hyped around the newest collectible led him to start Floaty, an NFT backed loan and secondary marketplace. I think MBL being quoted in here is interesting just because I feel like his company's pretty reliant on you know, Top Shot doing well. Oh, okay, that was the rookie Lego drop. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Tesla, I agree with you as well. Top Shot got around all issues in collecting, like authenticity, fraud, grading, and storage. I do agree with that. But what happened was it became such a get rich quick opportunity that attracted drop shippers, sneaker flippers, and DF. Ooh, like this sounds like the whitest version of what Cameron did yesterday. Attracted drop shippers, sneaker flippers, DFS players, and sports gamblers rather than NBA fans. In response, Dapper seemed to pivot its model to better meet the group's expectation of quick profit potential via game mechanics and hype. You know what's this feels like a direct shot too at Club Top Shot. Isn't that nuts? That could Overzet is a DFS bro. I feel like was there dissension amongst the Club Top Shot bros? Um, but anyways, the take in here is interesting just because again, I feel like he's pretty reliant on Floaty, but maybe he thinks that this is long-term better for Floaty? I don't know. On a single day, February 22nd, 2021, 45 million worth of moments were transacted. 4 days later, parent company Dapper dropped 11,000 packs at $99 each. There were 175,000 people in the waiting room hoping to have the rights to get them. The result was a 6-week period in February and March of 2022 when people could open a digital pack and immediately sell on Top Shot. All right, here we go. Let's keep moving along. I wanted to find some other fun stuff. One early fan of Top Shot was the man called Pranksy, who many consider the OG of NFT space. They've started collecting in 2017, a full 5 years before they exploded. Once an owner of more than 30,000 Top Shot, Pranksy turned into the best flipper of them all. Records show he sold 11 Top Shot NFTs for more than 40,000 each. 11 different ones for 40K a pop. Holy crap. Holy crap. Like many of the Top Shot OGs, he told Collect he is now out of the game, and the 10,000 moments he still owns are mostly common, just sitting in his account. It's not uncommon for some of the Top Shot early adopters to be sitting on thousands of dollars in their accounts that now lay dormant. Here we go. We get some settlement news. Perhaps no influencer talked about NBA Top Shot more than Jackie Jack. Settlement set the record for biggest purchase on the NBA Top Shot marketplace, paying $47.5 for the number 23 of LeBron Kobe tribute dunks, with the ultimate goal of selling it for $1 million. Things were looking up for a bit. 3 days after that purchase, one of his friends purchased for $71K. In March, there was a $179K sale. In April, Heritage Auction sold a different numbered copy of the dunk for $387K. I forgot about this one, $387K. Still the highest sale. You can now get it for the low ask of $9,999. There are a few who bought into that moment who have gotten out. One person who bought one for $80K, sold it in June for $10. Oh, but most, including Settlement, still have it in their wallet. Settlement, we got a quote. Says Top Shot hasn't provided much additional upside, which is why his account is dormant. Says he hasn't logged in 18 months. Is it worth the effort to go in there and sell off the pieces? Settlement asked. Well, while Settlement said Top Shot had some utility, it didn't offer the ultimate utility, relevance, and cachet. Okay, my favorite thing right now here so far, is right here. It says he called them monkeys. He called the apes monkeys, and I don't know why. I think that's really funny. Monkeys and CryptoPunks are expensive, but when you bought one, you became part of an exclusive club, and you'd be invited to be part of the Founders Club, so to speak. It was the equivalent of getting a check mark for content creators. I actually listen. I kind of agree with a lot of that stuff. I mean, I know Boston based when they talk about providing additional utility. I know Boston based has been pounding the drum for the lack of hype around the playoffs and stuff. So I can't believe I'm giving Boston based credit. Let me see what I missed in the chat too. My bad. Boston based says Floaty is the real winner of the filing. My moments make me feel security, and some big time New York City judge can't take that away from me. There you go, cover jacket. Yeah, and Pranksy does have a big $2 million So Rare gallery. Yeah, I saw that he was going pretty hard in the So Rare streets. I'm not trying to make this So Rare over Top Shot, because I've said this a billion times. Like, those products are just so different. They are not the same thing. They are not the same thing. So anyways, let's see if there's any more good quotes here. Oh my God, we finally hear from Drew Austin. Oh, finally, some Drew Austin. I think the platform itself is the best it has ever been, said Drew with the big bushy red beard. Austin describes himself as a small investor in Dapper, but a bigger collector in Top Shot. There we go. If people get over the 12-month mania that happened between the Series 2 and 3, they will find an incredible collectible platform that has figured out supply and demand and now has 5 years of NBA history. Top Shot executives explained the lackluster May by saying it indirectly it was part of their strategy. Dapper sold Top Shot playoff packs in April to control supply and add a level of gamification as the playoffs began. 6,300 packs were available for $149 with each successive round, blah, blah, blah. But if they take the new moment, okay. So now they're explaining crafting, okay. Some have called it smarter gamification. Others called it too confusing and contributing to the factor of decline in new users. Wow, they did get So Rare, the soccer NFT that firmly figured out gamification, also just had its worst month since January. So there we go. So Rare sucks too. And even some of the NFTs that were said to have the most utility, Bored Apes only did 13.4 million. There you go. There you have it. There you have it. That was all of the fun stuff. Man, wild times. I don't really know. It just seems like more of the same, right? It feels like I do think there is some there is something to be said that not to say Drew Ventures knows what he's talking about, but it did level out a little bit, right? Like it did level out to a place that probably makes more sense. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to share. I forgot about this. Let me see if I can find it. Because I was trying to think, like when all this news, I was thinking, who's out there to report on this? You know what I'm saying? Who's out there to give us? I need an influencer to give us a take. Is it gonna be Tandy? Where's Tandy? Where's the first mint? Where's Team Hold? Somebody has to come to the rescue to talk about what's happening with Top Shot. And I went to the mayor himself because I thought this is like he will absolutely have something that will bring some clarity to everything going on.
What up, fam? Treaticus here. Listen, I got to tell you about this dream I had last night. So I was heading to Boston, going to celebrate number 18. I could tell, I could feel it, and I was heading to Boston, had my guitar on my back, when these three strange beasts pulled up beside me in an antique Cadillac. One of them was three spheres, always rotating, a black one, a blue one, a silver one, always rotating. In the back, it was like a boulder covered with hair, strong, compact boulder covered with hair, had a little crown on its head. And then over on in the other seat, there was a slab of some sort of meat. Looked like it was, and it had a big, huge brain. And it was spewing out Bitcoin. And on the radio, they were playing the 2011 NBA championship. I think it was Game 6. And I began to shrink back with fear and anxiety. So I pulled my guitar around, and I played this beautiful chord and this wonderful melody against the three beasts, the three strange beasts, and they began to cry out in fear and agony. And little by little, the green was a green mist of vibes coming from my guitar, and finally they suffocated and they died. So I don't remember the song, but maybe if I have that dream again tonight, I'll wake up and I'll write the song down, and I'll write the beautiful chords down, and I'll sing it for you before Game 1 Thursday. Looking forward to it, fam. The destruction of these strange beasts.
All right, I love Triticus. Two things. The best part about that video were the birds in the background. I did enjoy that. I will say that gave me. You guys remember Tenacious D? If you took all of the humor out of it, that is what that reminded me of. If you take all of the fun out of Tenacious D, that is what that was. Where it feels like it's building towards something. Who knows? Maybe he'll have the top shot of destiny, the moment of destiny. Maybe he'll drop that before Game 1 of the finals, and I'll take it back. But that is what that reminded me of, man. Oh, I miss this space. I do miss this space. But anyways, like I don't know. It's probably not the sky is falling. This announcement, right? This lawsuit settlement. It's probably not Chicken Little, the sky is falling, but it's not good either. So, and you kind of see both both sides, no matter how you feel about Top Shot, is how you like take that lens to this. So Roham and Dumbo and Veerman and I'm sure Connected and Collected when they talk about it, and everybody who's already in is like, this is actually really good. The only thing that's been holding us back is the inability to give someone $4 million so we can focus on our core mission, the future of fandom, making sure we get those Disney pinnacles minted onto our Top Shot moments, right? And if you hate Top Shot, or if you're mad at Dapper, or if you think they're clowns, you're going to be like, once again, add it to the list. First the truckload of Flo, then Galazzos, and now 4 million, right? Like, so that's kind of how, it's not going to make me feel better about Top Shot that they had to pay $4 million. I think I'm more concerned about the same stuff that I've always been concerned about, is that like they went from having a couple hundred employees to maybe 50 employees to 30 employees to now probably down to like 12 to 15, right? I think that's, so it doesn't make me feel any good, but it doesn't make me feel any worse either. So I don't know. I kind of, SF City Legends in the chat says it's definitely not the coup de grace of the 23rd, 24th. Yeah, and it probably sucks for the timing of this to be. I mean, there's no time. There's no time for this to be announced, or it'd be like, hell yes. But for this to happen like during a pretty quiet time in Top Shot where they haven't really done anything in a while, and then the finals, there's no basketball to talk about, and the finals come up, and then it's like this is what we're discussing, right? I don't think anybody's thrilled about that. I'm sure they're not thrilled about it, but I know they had to tweet like some positive stuff out there. We'll see. It'll be, and I think like in that tweet, the stuff that sticks out to me is to include Fast Break as like a big win, where they don't really publicize Fast Break that much. And then like for that to like the fantasy game to be the thing that they're propping up, or their relationship with AI Sports Pro, they're propping that up. Like I think when I see things like that aren't really about what they do, right? That's not like it's not theirs. It's not their it's not what they're good at. For them to be propping those things up in a response, that makes me a little bit nervous. Snoopaloop too, with a great point. Why in the world did they? Why do they think 300 people needed to be there? Yeah, great point. And looking for food says Fast Break could be pushed. I enjoyed that. I wonder if they're not supposed to push it, only because it is a fantasy game and that's not the license that they have, right? If we've learned anything about how these licenses with the league work, is you get a specific one, right? It's why So Rare can do what they do. It's why Top Shot can. It's almost like the media rights package that's going on with the NBA right now, right? Where it's like, okay, you can have Tuesday, Thursday games, TNT. You can have Saturday night games, ESPN, ABC, right? They sell off these different packages, and that is kind of what they did, because there's a third one that I'm missing. It was like So Rare, Top Shot, and there's one more. Maybe it was just Panini, where like So Rare gets the gaming side of it, Top Shot gets the movement side of it, like a moment, like a video clip, and Panini got like the still card. Was my understanding of it. So that might be why they're not really talking about it. Would be my guess. Top Shot comment says, what if Dapper matched the 4 million and dispersed it amongst active users? Would that pacify any negative? I mean, yeah, I think anything like that would absolutely do it. That would absolutely do it. Something like that would absolutely do it. In San Francisco, the City Legend says you don't think they have the rights for that naming. I mean, for Fast Break name. I mean, that's probably true too, but I feel like you just name it something else, right? If that's the only reason you can't get it out there, you just call it something else. Snoopaloop. Maybe it was the association. Maybe that's what I'm forgetting. It was probably never forget the association, baby. Never forget the association. Court found Roham and others promised price go. Wait, Stan, are you just saying stuff, or was that written down somewhere? They are looking for a new pack rip. They posted. So what did they do? Just like, well, but he wasn't like fired, right? Wasn't he just let go as a part of another round of layoffs? At least that was my understanding. I know he wasn't the only one. I also saw, Mo's last day, I think, was yesterday. I saw he posted something in the Discord, basically giving away packs or something like that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then like Jacob went on Tandy's show. Was that a week ago, 2 weeks ago? It just felt. And listen, I don't want to read in too much to like how he, what he said or how he looked or how he sounded. But it just, I don't know. It felt You know, and maybe that's just the effect of Tandy, right? You get on Tandy's show and you immediately feels like you hit a bad blunt. I'm just kidding. I love Tandy. But it did. I don't know if anybody watched that and they were like, "Hell yeah, brother! Hell yeah, brother!" But I don't know. I don't know. Anything else you got? Anything else about the Top Shot Streets you want to talk about? Should I log into my account? Should I see what I got going on over there in the Top Shot Streets? I have to like log in. I'll share my screen here. I'm assuming I'm logged. Oh no, I'm logged in. Oh, I've got activity too. I received a gift from Boston Base a month ago. I haven't even looked at it. All right, let's share my screen, baby. Let's share my screen. All right. There we go. You said it was a while ago. It was a while ago. All right, here we go. So we've got Luke Cornett. We got a Jaden Hardy up in here. Bacon, Desmond Bain, Peyton Pritchard, Eubanks. We get some Dick, Taco Fall. Where did I get a lot of Drew Eubanks? What did you dickheads do? You guys send me Drew Eubanks? We got a Tyree Eason, Mark Williams, PJ Washington, Jokic. This is the one that will stay forever right here. The Nikola Jokic, 8-13. This was a gift from our guy, JJL Smith, right there. Yeah, Tesla, that's probably right. I mean, what the WNBA prices, though? I feel like those, I mean, I know because, I mean, before I even go into this is what happens every single time, right? Where a drop happens and everybody's like, ooh, baby. The Wemby's holding its price. But you know what I wanted to do? Let's go look at Paolo. $40. This is what happens, man. Like, and Wemby might be a little bit different because he's a generational thing, but like, this is, remember, Paolo, they were like, oh, dude, the Paolo, the price is steady now. We're in a good place. And then that comes back. Like, this is just what happens every single year. Caitlin Clark's at $219 though. Average sale of $199. All right. All right. Let's look at some debuts. We haven't done this in a while. Let's look at let's do series. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's do Top Shot debuts, but let's do series 1, just like the old days. We'll do commons, and then let's do high to low. Let's see what we got here. Yes. All right, LeBron at $12.50. Steph Curry, the second most. That's interesting. $6.99. Okay. Will looking for food asked if Will Barton is still $200. I do not think so. Also Tanner Pope. I see Tanner Pope in the YouTube chat, and he said the lawsuit settlement is about 3 years too late. That's hilarious. Also, I see our guy, the consigliere over there. Hey guys, if you're not over on Playback yet, come on over to Playback. I just dropped the link into the chat. Join the room. Trying to boost those numbers. Are you sure you haven't logged in for a while? Navigating pretty smoothly? No, come on, baby. We're still cooking. Yeah, we still got this. We see Luca here at 325. All right, so we got one moment over a K, a second moment over 500. Ja Morant down to 260. Whoo, baby. I'd kind of go check at OTM, but you need to have OTM Premium in order to get. Guys, how do you think OTM Premium's going? Are they I can't. Who is paying OTM Premium right now? Because I can't imagine you being like, oh man, I need to pay that. I mean, I guess if you have the Jolly Joker, right? I know. I don't think I'm not saying their product is bad. Yeah, if you have a Jolly Joker, then you get it. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. I guess you just get the Jolly Joker. Hey, where can you buy Jolly Jokers? Where can you buy it? Is that on Floaty? Let's go to Floaty. Is it floaty.io? Yeah, built for collectors, baby. All right, here we go. Let's check the marketplace. Jolly Jokers. Who's Jolly Roger? All right, let's go. Is this 17? Okay, hold on. Not recently. Who's buying 1750? Jesus Christ. All right, let's go. Price. All right, 105. That's not bad. I know they initially minted for they initially minted them, I think, for 300, and then they did them for 200 and then 100. Offers at 95 too. That's not bad. Good for them. Get them jokers, baby. What other stuff is on here? Let's look at the marketplace again. All right, so Top Shot, low ask for Top Shot, 30 cents. Yeah, shout out Floaty, NBL, heart in the right place. UFC Strike. Whoa, is UFC Strike still doing stuff? Do they still have drops? I left that Discord. I couldn't do that anymore. And Jeb hasn't talked about it in a while. Doodles. Should we buy a doodle? The Seussibles, 9-cent floor. Flovatar. Shout out Flovatar. Genies. Man, Genies ended up being a rug, right? Sports. What's Sports Vatar? MFL. Yikes. Ballers. Yo, the floor price for Ballers is $3. No, that's not right. Is that real? I don't want recently listed. Let's look by price. This thing is okay. Why? Don't show me sneakers. I only want Ballers. Look, there's so many Come on. This is terrible. Can we not? Can you not adjust the filter there? Let's see. I don't want accessories. I want. Oh man. What if we sort by jersey? Let's do home jerseys. There we go. That'll help a little bit. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. Shut up, Ballers. That was still probably the most money I made on stuff is Ballers. Man, selling Ballers off. It was before the market opened, and I sold like 2 for like $6K, something like that. Hilarious. Dude, the Ballers Twitter account has been pretty funny too. Where they are tweeting the word community out a lot. Let's go see some of that. They have a Spaces today. Maybe Top Shot Tony joins the Spaces. You think they'll let me? You think they'll let me join? 10 p.m. is pretty late though. Here we go. Where's Ballers? The new community-owned Ballers project has created a mission statement that exemplifies the importance of the community's voice in everything we do and every decision we make. Although actions will always trump words, every action begins with a mission in mind, and this is our mission. At Ballers NFTs, our mission is to cultivate a vibrant and active community centered around the best NFT project in the digital realm. We are committed to fostering an environment of trust, transparency, and collaboration where every holder has a voice in shaping the future of our brand. Engagement with the full community, honesty in what is achievable, and a determination to see Ballers grow defines our objectives. Ballers is the community, and the community is Ballers. This is hilarious. Building upon and strengthening the amazing Ballers IP through continuous innovation and a relentless pursuit of excellence, we will strive to create and build utility in exceptional digital assets that resonates with collectors and enthusiasts, Mr. Worldwide. The strength of Ballers lies in the remarkable community that is formed around our collective passion for this project, and we actively encourage the exchange of ideas, perspectives, and creativity. Together, we will navigate the ever-evolving NFT landscape, seizing opportunity. Actually, is there a site? There's going to be a site. I'm not going to Google it right now. Also, we had George saying Ledger in the chat. Let's go, George. The Top Shot lawsuit is they paid $4 million, so nobody calls them as securities ever again. Is there a site where we can like copy paste something and then be like, did ChatGPT write this? Because they must have something like that because like teachers probably need to keep their students in check. But I wonder if this was just yeah, there's got to be one, right? Somebody go. I'm gonna put this tweet in there. Somebody go figure it out. Somebody go figure it out because I would love to know if ChatGPT just did that. Anyways. Yeah, looking for food. You got to keep your son honest there. But anyway, shout out Ballers though. Ballers is back, baby. Excuse me on a little burn. Tanner saying shout out Flunks too. Yeah, we got do the flunkies, man. Man, flunkies. Just that I will say what from this entire from last night when AG tweeted out stuff, when AG tweeted out the lawsuit, I think this just was all a snapshot in time. It took me back to 2021, 2020, whatever the fuck that was. It just brings me back. It brings me back. Yeah, George, there were no rare Wembanyamas listed on the on the website on the marketplace. So you know what your boy did? Here we go. Bang. We just listed it for 2,500. It's not going to go, but that's what we did. That is what we did. That is our Wembenyama right there. Wait, who was Yuri? Chewy, who was Yuri? Or are you just doing a joke? But yeah, we did list it. I don't think so. Remember the the Kobe NFT couches. How about hey, what about crypto dads? Anybody still grinding the crypto dad scene? He was one of the Oh wow, Chewy, I forgot about that. What about my guy Rocket Silas Era? You guys remember him? He was in the Discord for a while. Um, he was a big ballers guy. That was my favorite. Again, this is probably when I knew we should sell everything. When we to like sell everything. The moment was when people said the bull case for ballers was that you can then use it as an avatar for your Top Shot account. And then it was like, well, if that's the case, why don't you just buy Top Shots? Right? Because if ballers can only succeed if Top Shot succeeds, you just go buy Top Shots. But the real answer was none of it. None of it will succeed. Man, I my biggest mistake though, I sold so many stuff at the top, so much stuff at the top, like crypto dads, like ballers. I had some real, but then I used that money to buy Top Shots. Oh yeah, the Michael Carter Williams wearing ballers. That's right. That's right. Rocket still is in Top Shot General. Wow, Rocket Silas era, man. End of an era. End of an era. All right. Hey, a couple of business things here before we wrap up. Also, if you guys have more stuff, keep firing it in there. Keep firing some stuff into the chat. I'll hang out for a little bit longer. But so tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, we're doing the season finale of Live Before Lock. We're going to do it a night before. So Wednesday night, season finale, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be giving away some So Rare hoodie, some merch, some So Rare merch. We're going to be giving away some of our own merch. We're giving away that Kyrie rare card. We're giving away some other shit. Maybe we'll give away a Ballers. Who knows? We're going to give away a bunch of stuff that's going to be at 6 p.m. We're going to do like one last look at the slate, all that stuff. George, if you're around tomorrow, come hang out. But I know George is a busy man. But yeah, so that's going to be tomorrow. If anything weird happens the rest of today or tonight, we'll fire up the NBA bit tomorrow. We might take tomorrow morning off from the NBA bit, though, just because we're going to focus on tomorrow night. And then Thursday, we'll be back with the bit. And then Thursday night, we'll be streaming the game. So a lot of fun stuff coming at us. It's going to be fun. So it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for some basketball. Some basketball. Is draft in the same place again, or does it travel? Like the NBA draft? That should be in the same. Yeah, I think that's still in New York. I think they still do it. Sometimes it moves around a little bit, but I think it's still in New York. I won't be going to that again this year, though. As I don't know if Andrew Laird's still in the chat. We went to that last year. God, it is like the worst in-person experience ever. The WNBA draft was fire. I had a great time at the WNBA draft. It was way more fun because it was smaller, but the NBA draft sucked. Am I hitting the links at all this summer? You know what I was thinking, Boston Base? So when we go out there for Summer League, I was like, maybe we just do Top Golf because that's easier to do. We do it at night. But I was like, maybe we go golfing one day. I did that with my I went to, although it's probably too hot. It's probably too hot. We should just do Top Golf. I went there with my dad in December when I went to the in-season tournament. My dad and I went golfing. And it was great. It was like 30-minute. We took like a 20-minute cab ride to the place. It was like off the strip. But it was beautiful. It was such a good time. It's honestly the furthest I've ever hit the ball too. I don't know if because the grass is dead or what, but I was smoking it. My clubs are behind me. Yes, those are so old. I'm going on a golf trip with my dad and my brother. We're going to New Hampshire in like 2 weeks actually, which kind of sucks. Oh no, it doesn't suck. It's gonna be great. But it's during I think it'll be like games 5 and 6 of the finals, I think. So I don't know. Might have to do some shows on the road. But yeah, I am hitting the links this summer. Also, Summer League. We're getting close, baby. July 11th to the 14th. Get excited. Get excited. Snoopaloop, are you coming to? Let's get Snoopaloop out there for Summer League. Let's go, bro. Let's go. We need you out there. Oh, the Big Three's in Oakland? Yeah, you should. The Big Three, I bet, would be a lot of fun, Chewy. That'd be a good experience. You should go. All right, gang, we're going to call it there. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Nice little change of pace talking about some Top Shots. And listen, I wasn't overly negative, right? I think this is probably, if this was 2 years ago, I would have been screaming. I would love to do a Dear Roham drop. That's we got to get StreamYard back just to do that. But anyways, if you watched on YouTube, thanks for hanging out. I'm ending that right now. Make sure you go just go join the playback room.